Concluding our first look into triad shapes on each one of the string sets, workout number 3 is going to work through second inversion triads. That means the 5th is going to be on the bottom, the second note from the root. So the formula is going to spell out like this: 5, 1, 3. So we're also going to follow the same method that workouts number 1 and 2 followed, where you have the lowest note on the 5th fret, but there might be some adjustments to the chord that will make things change. And that does happen here, actually in 2 different directions. So let's see what I'm talking about. You'll start out with major. So here's your 5, 1, 3. And again, our roots are going to change, but they will stay consistent throughout the 4 qualities. So this time we're playing a D chord, but this is a D over A. Then we're going to play a G with a D on the bottom. And then we're going to play over here a C with G on the bottom. And then we're going to play an F with C on the bottom. Now, as I was mentioning in the previous 2 workouts, you might want to finger things differently. I like playing second inversion triads on these string sets like this. So I get to lay my first finger over and serve as a little bit of an insurance policy for unwanted string noise. And it just also feels more comfortable, and it just seems to flow more easily into things that I do from these chords. But you might want to play it like this, and that's okay. Over here, I like to play these triads like this, but there's plenty of times I play them like this too. So again, that's your call. The top one, top string set major triad, I think we'll all agree this is the way to go. But hey, if you find a reason for this, or even this, go for it. It's all about getting the vision and the clarity and the playing in time abilities. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to learn these triads and get them under our fingers so we can play them the best way possible. Now, when it comes to changing into the different sounds, since the 3rd is on the top of these chords, it's just a matter of lowering it down a half step for you to get the minor triads. So no changes in with respect to the lowest note. We're still utilizing that same 5th fret lowest note approach. When it comes to the diminished chords, well, diminish has a flat 5th, so you will see the lowest note go down to the 4th fret, but you'll still have the same root. You're still going to be playing some type of D chord, G chord, C chord, and an F chord. The diminished shapes will pan out like this. And again, you have your choice as to whether you want to play, say, these bottom string set diminished chords like this, with your 4th finger on the root, or maybe your 3rd finger on the root. Maybe you want to take a whole different approach and do a 3, 4, 2 fingering. It's all up to you, whatever's comfortable. When you get back to the augmented chord, this time your augmented lowest note is going to be on the 6th fret, because here's the root D. An augmented chord has a sharp 5. So that means all the 5ths need to be raised a half step. So that'll put your lowest note on the 6th fret. Now in the first 2 workouts, you played the augmented chord with the lowest note on the 5th fret. Well, this time it has to come up a half step. But then from there, the shapes are still exactly the same because augmented triads are symmetrical. Okay, so make sure that you play in time. Your chords are all played clearly. All the notes in the chord are accounted for. Everything that we've been working towards. As you play the chords, just watch very closely and internalize what those shapes look like. And everything will start to come together. And when you get to the higher levels here, when you get to levels number 2 and 3, you'll have the foundation, you'll have the groundwork done. So you'll be able to more easily jump into these more difficult workouts. But all in all, what we're going for is total mastery of playing triads. Once you get these under your fingers, you're going to be very, very happy with the results because you're going to see how valuable they are. They just come up everywhere and they always give back. So the more you put in, the more you're going to get back. Okay, we're going to start at 40 beats per minute. We're going to drill down for 2 minutes. And we're going to get these second inversion triads happening. So I'll see you over there when you're ready.